New York has some of the strictest gun laws in the country. Whether you're a resident or just visiting, it's crucial to understand these laws. Ignorance is not a defense. This guide will break down the key points of New York's concealed carry and gun laws. We'll cover everything from the application process to self-defense laws and more. Remember, this information is for educational purposes only. It is not legal advice. Always consult with a qualified attorney for legal guidance. New York's gun laws are complex and ever-changing. Staying informed is essential to protecting your rights. This guide is a starting point, but always verify current laws and regulations. Your safety and freedom depend on it. New York severely restricts concealed carry permits. Very few licenses are issued. The minimum age to carry a handgun is 21. And importantly, New York does not honor concealed carry permits from other states. This means that even if your permit is valid in another state, it is not recognized in New York. Carrying a firearm without a valid New York permit is a serious crime. Penalties for firearm violations in New York are severe. They can include hefty fines, imprisonment, and a permanent criminal record. Understanding and following New York's gun laws is paramount. To legally carry a concealed handgun in New York, you need a New York pistol license, NYPL. This license is essential for anyone who wishes to carry a concealed firearm within the state boundaries. The application process is rigorous and lengthy, often taking several months to complete. Patience and attention to detail are crucial. It involves several steps, including multiple forms, background checks, and interviews. First, you must complete a state-certified handgun safety course. This course is designed to educate applicants on the responsible use and handling of firearms. This course covers firearm safety, handling, storage, and legal use. It ensures that you are well-versed in the essential aspects of gun ownership. Next, you'll need to provide character references from individuals who can attest to your character and fitness to possess a firearm. These references should be from people who know you well and can vouch for your responsibility. Then, a thorough background check will be conducted, including fingerprinting and a review of your criminal history, mental health records, and more. This step ensures that only those who are deemed fit can carry a concealed weapon. Finally, you will be interviewed by law enforcement officials who will assess your suitability for a concealed carry permit. This interview is a critical part of the process, as it helps determine your intent and reliability. The application process is designed to be thorough and demanding. It is meant to ensure that only qualified individuals are granted the privilege of carrying a concealed handgun. Be prepared to provide extensive documentation and answer detailed questions about your background and reasons for wanting to carry a concealed handgun. This preparation will help you navigate the process more smoothly and increase your chances of approval. Let's take Westchester County as an example. To apply for your NYPL in Westchester, you'll need to visit the Westchester County Police Pistol License Bureau. You'll submit your application, fingerprints, and supporting documents. After your application is processed, you'll be contacted to schedule your interview. The interview is a crucial step in the process. Be prepared to answer questions about your reasons for wanting to carry, your knowledge of firearm safety, and your understanding of New York's gun laws. Remember, each county in New York may have its own specific procedures and requirements. Always contact the appropriate licensing authority in your county for the most up-to-date information. Section 5. Understanding self-defense laws in New York. New York has a duty to retreat law. This means that in most situations, you have a legal obligation to try to escape a dangerous situation before resorting to deadly force. The law emphasizes the importance of avoiding confrontation whenever possible. However, there is an exception to this rule known as the Castle Doctrine. The Castle Doctrine states that you have no duty to retreat from your home, workplace, or vehicle if you reasonably believe you are in imminent danger of death or serious bodily harm. This principle is rooted in the idea that your home is your sanctuary. In these situations, you may use deadly force to defend yourself. It's important to note that this is only applicable if the threat is immediate and severe. It's crucial to understand the nuances of New York's self-defense laws. Each case can be unique, and the specifics can vary widely. What constitutes reasonable belief and imminent danger can be subjective. Factors such as the circumstances of the threat and the actions of the aggressor play a significant role. Consulting with an attorney is essential to fully comprehend your rights and responsibilities. Legal advice can help you navigate these complex laws and ensure you are prepared to protect yourself within the bounds of the law. Section 6. Self-defense scenarios, home versus public spaces. Let's consider two scenarios to illustrate the difference between self-defense in private and public spaces. Scenario 1. Home invasion. An intruder breaks into your home while you're present. This is a terrifying situation where your immediate safety is at risk. You fear for your life and use your firearm to defend yourself. The decision to use force is often made in a split second. Under the Castle Doctrine, you had no duty to retreat and were justified in using deadly force. This law provides protection for homeowners defending their property. Scenario 2. Public altercation. You're walking down the street when someone approaches you aggressively and threatens you. The dynamics here are different from a home invasion. You have a concealed carry permit but choose to retreat and call the police. This decision is influenced by the public setting and the presence of bystanders. In this situation, you fulfilled your duty to retreat and avoided escalating the situation. The law often requires you to avoid confrontation if possible. These scenarios highlight the importance of understanding the context of self-defense situations. Each scenario requires a different approach and understanding of the law. Factors like location, the nature of the threat, and your ability to retreat all play a role in determining the legality of your actions. Always be aware of your surroundings and know your rights and responsibilities. Section 7. Off-limits, places you can't carry in New York. Even with a valid NYPL, there are numerous places where concealed carry is strictly prohibited. These include schools and universities, hospitals and healthcare facilities, government buildings and courthouses, public transportation, bars and restaurants serving alcohol, and sporting events and entertainment venues. This list is not exhaustive. Always check for signage and be aware of your surroundings. Carrying a firearm in a prohibited location is a serious offense, even with a permit. Section 8. Transporting your firearm rules for vehicle carry. If you have a valid New York pistol license, you can transport your firearm in a vehicle. However, there are specific rules you must follow. The firearm must be unloaded and secured in a locked container. Ammunition must be stored separately from the firearm, also in a locked container. The locked containers should be stored in the trunk of your vehicle or another compartment not readily accessible from the passenger compartment. Following these guidelines ensures safe and legal transportation of your firearm. Failure to comply with these regulations can result in fines, confiscation of your firearm, and even revocation of your New York pistol license. Section 9. Ammunition and magazine restrictions, what you need to know. New York has strict regulations regarding ammunition and magazines. Magazines are limited to a capacity of 10 rounds. Possessing larger capacity magazines is illegal, even if they are not loaded. When purchasing ammunition, you'll need to undergo a background check. This applies even if you already possess a valid New York pistol license. These restrictions are in place to regulate the availability and capacity of firearms and ammunition in New York. Be aware of these limitations when purchasing or transporting ammunition. Section 10. Non-lethal options, tasers, pepper spray, and more. New York law allows the use of certain non-lethal self-defense tools, including pepper spray. You can legally purchase and carry pepper spray for self-defense purposes. Tasers are generally legal to own in New York, but there are restrictions on certain models and their use. It's important to note that even with non-lethal self-defense tools, you are only justified in using them if you reasonably believe you or someone else is in imminent danger of physical harm. Section 11. Renewals, non-resident permits, and the red flag law. New York pistol licenses are not permanent and require renewal. You'll need to reapply and undergo a similar process as your initial application. New York does not generally issue non-resident concealed carry permits. Exceptions may exist for individuals with specific employment or security needs. New York's red flag law allows law enforcement to temporarily remove firearms from individuals deemed a danger to themselves or others. Staying informed about renewal requirements, non-resident permit eligibility, and the implications of the red flag law is crucial for firearm owners in New York. Section 12. Staying informed, your rights and responsibilities. Navigating New York's gun laws can be challenging. Laws and regulations are subject to change. It's your responsibility to stay informed and ensure you are in compliance. Here are some resources to help you stay up to date. New York State Police at troopers.ny.gov, and the New York State Bar Association at NYPL.org. Remember, this guide is for informational purposes only and does not constitute legal advice. Always consult with a qualified attorney for legal guidance specific to your situation. By staying informed and seeking legal counsel when needed, you can help protect your rights and navigate New York's complex gun laws responsibly.